Hello everyone. How you doing today? My name is Robin Shaw and I am a Canadian and I'm doing live stream lessons every night. So welcome if this is your first time. Welcome if you're watching live, and I know some of you might not be watching live. I care about you guys too if you're watching this tomorrow or whatever. So today is, if we're looking at our schedule here, Friday is topic discussion. And you can see we're just going to have a discussion about education today. So I'll just ask some general education questions about your country and the education situation there. Before I get into the topic, I'll just talk about the outline. This is how I do my live stream. So there's the introduction, then I go into the topic. As I said, the topic tonight is education. We'll have a discussion, so it's very important you join the chat. If you're watching this video at another time, you can leave a comment. And then after that, I usually do English Q&A. So if you have any English questions, ask me after the topic, okay? All right, so before I get into the topic, I'm just going to take a look at the chat to see who's here. And yeah, I forgot to schedule this live stream, so some of you were worried what's going on. But I'm here every night. Prakar, hello. Tika, Carrie, Diallo, hello, hello, hello. Fanny, hello. Jihan, oh, Florence here. Thiago, Hamza, Abdul Montalib. Not sure how to pronounce your name. Hello, welcome. Okay. Jihan, you said, do you see my email? Let's see, I'm just going to quickly check that email. I get a lot of emails every day. Sometimes I miss important emails, and of course, if okay, I see your email. I didn't check your email yet, but well, I see it. I did get it, Jihan. So thank you for the email. I'll check that later. Okay. All right, education. I hope it's not a sensitive topic tonight. We'll see. I put it on the PPT, so I'm going to go a little bit small. And the first question there, does your country provide a good public school system? So I want you guys to answer this question. You want to make a good sentence. First, you should tell us your country, and then you tell us your country, and then you give your opinion about the public school system. So public school usually means from, you know, elementary to high school, elementary school, middle school, high school. So does your country provide a good public school system? Tell us your country and tell us your opinion. While you're writing your sentence and your opinion, I'm just going to check what's going on in the chat. Florin, education is the actions to improve ourselves. Yes. France, hello. Welcome back. Gabby, welcome back. Oh, Ziad's here. Tika, what's your country? You just said good enough. This is a discussion, so this is your chance to tell everyone about your opinion about your country. Indonesia, you said good enough. Good enough for what? What do you mean? I'm checking Indonesia. Six years in primary school, 3 years in junior high school. Is that right? You just do 9 years of school? Okay, no. 6 years primary school. Oh, it looks a little complicated in Indonesia. Sanderson Coral, hello. All right, so about the facilities, good enough. So Tika, you got a good education from your government schools. Florin, according to people I hear, my country doesn't provide a good public school system. Well, what's your opinion, Florin? You're in Romania. What is... All right, Zia, what is the stage after kindergarten? Well, that's usually called elementary school. And you got, I'm going to type them out here. It's not kindergarten, it's kindergarten with a T. It's very small L. Oh. So that's the difference. Kindergarten has a T. We say kindergarten. Kindergarten sounds like a D, but we write it with a T. I think that comes from German, Florin. That's an English word borrowed from German. I don't know. Florin has a math degree. Well, I'm not getting to university yet. So, Gabby, what's your country? You should tell us your country first. School system provide actually a medium education in this year. Gabby, in this year are bad. This year is bad. You would say this year is bad. Why is it bad? Hamza, I think it's so here. Where is here? You guys got to tell. I don't remember everyone's country, guys. You got to tell your country. There's over 200 countries. And you said, I think so here. And I don't know that word. What is that word? Is that a French word? I think that's a French word. Hamza, what is that in English? Florin, my opinion doesn't matter. Well, Florin, the purpose of the topic discussion is to try to practice giving an opinion. This is the only day a week you can practice giving an opinion, and we're here not to solve education problems. We're here to practice your English. All right, Diallo. I'm from Guinea Conakry. I don't know how to pronounce that. Conakry. The education is very bad. Always teachers are on strike. On strike because they want more money. Diallo, how many children in a class? Even this year, the school has been closed because of that. Guinea Conakry. I can't pronounce that. Sorry, Diallo. I'm going to check if I can get the pronunciation. Because unfortunately, I can't hear you. So Guinea is the country, and Conakry is the city. Correct? Well, looks like a very interesting city. Conakry. Kiri. All right, I'm gonna jump down. Sorry, guys, some bad guys came in. I got to deal with them for a second. All right. So elementary, then primary, then high school. It depends where you are, but I usually call elementary, middle school, high school. Other, in England, it might be something different. Demonstrations. Sanderson, what's your country? You got to tell us your country. Gabby, Argentina. So, see, I got to go back now, Gabby. Medium education in Argentina. Good to know. Tika. I'm going to get to university in a bit, but the public school is usually referring just to the elementary to high school. But it's interesting you're in online open university. I think Carrie is also in open university. Okay, thank you. Kindergarten, borrowed from German. In Spain, in Madrid, the major hire native English speakers at beginning was bad for the Spanish teacher, but now what are you trying to say? The B system is there? The best system is there? I'm not sure what you're trying to say. The best system is there? What's the best system? I don't see that. Wilson, Alonso from Spain. Nari's here. Nari, what's your opinion of the Korean public school system? All right. Ziad, what about the members in your channel? They raise? Yeah, I'm getting some more subscribers. Grace. Yes, Korea provide a good public school system, and also lots of Koreans move their home to find a good school. Yeah, I think Korean public school system is okay. So. Hamza, here in Morocco, there are many problems in education this year, and I also do not have any good education, and I do not have the opportunity to learn English here, unfortunately. Oh, that's too bad, Hamza, but good for you, Hamza, to go to YouTube to help your education. That's one of the YouTube is one of the greatest things humans have made. I know because YouTube's a company, but YouTube educates millions of people every day. So I know there's many bad things on YouTube, and the media likes to attack YouTube, but really, there's a lot of good things about YouTube. So Hamza, I hope you can find more opportunities for your education. Sanderson, and in my country, in your country, how's it? My country is Canada, and I haven't lived there in a long time, but when I was growing up, I think it did a pretty good job. So I'm happy with Canadian education. All right, Ziad, here in Egypt, the public school is normal. Depends on the management. The private schools are awesome. That's usually the case. Most countries have private schools, and of course, parents pay for their kids to get a better education. And yeah, that's not really fair to everyone, but that's the reality. Florin, Romanian education system sucks with very big Sosaurus Rex. Okay, Sanderson's Brazilian. Florin, Romania. Fanny, in my opinion, my country, Indonesia, a good public school, only an international school, and you have to pay more for that. International schools are very expensive. Smart user, hello. Whoa, Diallo, 100 students per class, 150 per class, and girls are not encouraged to go to school. That is very sad to hear, Diallo. Very sad, because it's very important to educate women. and men. All right, a lot of you guys are answering that question. I'm just going to put up the next question here. I'm going to put up question 2, but so you guys can start preparing your answer for question 2. But I'm just going to keep going in the chat here. Gabby, our teachers are angry with the government. My son, oh, your son, you have a son, Gabby, is in 4th grade. Some days he doesn't have class because the teachers don't go. Is sad. The public education is in danger. That's surprising. In Argentina. I didn't know Argentina is a little bit that bad. Oh, Alonzo. The best system is with a Y. So we want to write system with a Y. The best system in English education is there in Madrid, because I live in Barcelona, 600 kilometers away. It is public. Blimey. I'm not British, so I don't know much about blimey, that interjection. Prakar, the education system is my biggest disappointment about India. Yeah, I think you could say that for a lot of countries, because, I'm a teacher and I know education is so important to improve a country. Jihan is also from Indonesia. Okay. We need to, okay. You focus on formal education. Yeah, I think Indonesia, well, every country needs to get better, Jihan. And Indonesia really has to work harder on giving more resources to education from what I've seen there. Gabby, you teach at home. Good. You probably teach your son better than the public school. Cassio, I think the public schools here in Brazil are not very good, but the public universities are better. I'm going to talk about universities in a moment. Grace, problem is we also provide a private school system. Yeah, depends on parents' wealth. Children get very different. Guilty of education? I don't know what you mean by guilty. I think you meant quality. Children get very different quality of education. It doesn't matter how children are smart or not. Yeah. Alonzo, I've been learning English on YouTube. It is not easy. I know. Grayson, there's too many academies. You want a plural academies. They don't try to learn from school. Our students are so poor. Grace, Korea has a very stressful education system, one of the most stressful education systems in the world. But Grace, they have strong education system. I've been to some countries, especially India. Kids are working. I can see little kids working in India, and they don't get any education. So, Grace, Korea is stressful education, but stressful education is better than no education, in my opinion. Ziad, I work at a smart village. That place contains a lot of multinational companies, let alone we have private school, and you to be rich to let your son get in the school. You can't use let alone there, Ziad. You tried to use let alone. It doesn't work there because you need two negative comments, and your first comment is positive. It contains a lot of multinational companies. That's a good thing. All right, so Alonzo, I think you're starting with the question two. You started to learn 1 year ago. Alonzo, you didn't learn in elementary school, middle school, high school? Hamza, learning English has become necessary in any society, but by virtue of French colonization of my country, education here does not support education in English, more supportive in French. Ah, I got it. Yes, that's correct. But French education is good too. Smart user started. Oh, you started when you were 12. Where did you start? Yeah, what age did you start studying English? And was that in public school? Two, Carrie Page. I started studying English when I was in elementary school. I studied children's books in English in elementary school. Well, Gary, you're pretty good at English. So Egypt, we start learning from kindergarten. Wow. So Ziad, everyone in Egypt speaks English very well, including you. UK Android. Yeah, it's really sad that education has become a highly profitable business, even in developed countries. Yes, I would agree that. First, I would agree that education is a basic human right for all people. It is a human right. Everyone in the world, I don't care where you are, which country, it is a right to have access to education. And it's sad. I agree with you at UK Android. It is sad that we have another system that is pay, where rich people can get their kids more educated. It's really not fair. Blimey can mean awesome. I thought it was a negative word. I don't know. I'm not British. Oh, Tika, when I'm in elementary school, I just know the names of vegetables and fruits. That's a good start. Florin, we should start learning English from birth. Well, I'm sure your parents must have said some English words to you, Florin. Hello, goodbye. 7 years old, Tika. Hamza, since 2016. All right, I'm going to get the third question up there so you guys can start answering the third question. I'm still going to continue in the chat here. So the third question, did you go to college or university? So I'm more interested in your country, college or university system. Because I work at a college in Korea, I'm very interested to hear more about your college or university. Diallo. I started studying English with Robin YouTube channels. That's when you started English? I'm sure you started English when you were in elementary school, maybe? 6 or 8 per car. Fanny was 7 years old. You just got interested recently. Yeah, good. Well, you know, everyone watching right now, I am very proud of you because you guys are studying English, because most people are not. They're not giving any time to studying English. And every day when I see you guys here, wow, I do feel, I should say, I do respect you guys because you are putting in the effort to study English. It is amazing, and it is, you know, it's really commendable. There's a good word, commendable, for you guys to be studying English by yourselves. Diallo, living in Ghana has helped improve my English. They speak a lot of English in Ghana? Sorry, I don't know much about Ghana. Yeah, let alone is only used in negative situations. let alone this is negative, let alone this negative. That's okay, Ziad. We're learning here. Grace, I started to study English. I started studying it. Both are okay, Grace. From middle school because I am kind of old generation. Currently, they start to learn English officially in elementary. Yes. I can tell by how old you are because if you say you started in middle school, yeah, I know your age. Well, I already know your age, but yeah, they changed that. I think in Korea they start elementary grade 3 now. But of course, rich parents send their children to English kindergarten in Korea. An English kindergarten in Korea is like $800 or $1,000 a month or more. Florin, the best moment we had to learn English, it was from the birth. Yeah, that was the moment to start. The second best moment is now, yes. Samar. Hello, Samar. For number one, I can't say it's too good system. Which country are you, Samar? Oh, Egypt. There you go. Okay. So we got, I understand that a lot of you have the male perspective and a lot of you have the female perspective, and it might be a little different on your country. All right, it's almost free. Yeah, private school and public schools, private schools, very different. Grace, however, most of students start studying English when they are about 3 years old before they learn Hangul. Yeah, I could talk for hours about Korea. Learning English, but I'm not going to, Grace. Your comment made me think of so many things, but I have to move on. So yeah, not everyone wealthy people. We are learning by bad sources. What is a bad source, Ziad? My video? I'm learning English when I was at school, middle school. Abdul, from middle school. Okay. Smart user. Yes, it was public school over here in Pakistan school system. All right. Are all about paying more. Yeah. Paying more to get more education. Well, you're not. This is free. I started when I was 8. The teacher, always angry, makes me scared. Well, I'm always angry. I hope I don't make you scared, Jihan. Especially in the WhatsApp groups, I'm always angry. Every day I got people, bad people, bothering me. And, okay, Jihan, you know English is important. That's the first step, and you're learning 3 years. Okay, good for you, Jihan. Florin went to university, yeah. Fanny, what is the difference between college and university? Good question, Fanny. And sometimes they mean the same thing. And sometimes they don't. So I think college, from my view, is usually 2 years. You go to college for 2 years to get a diploma or an associate's degree. It's usually a 2-year program. And university is usually a 4-year program. So that's not exact because different regions, different English-speaking regions around the world might change that a little bit. But generally speaking, college is usually a 2-year program. University is 4-year program. Employista. That's where you got. What was your university name? Florent? Let me guess. Oil and Gas University of Ploista. No, I don't think that's it. Gabby, I started to study. You gotta say to study or studying. You can't use to studying, Gabby. So I started studying English alone in my home. Good for you. My parents gifted me a computer, and then I began to see videos on YouTube. Good for you. I do the best I can every day. Good for you. To show to my son that age doesn't matter. Good for you. Gabby, thank you for sharing that. I think that's one of the best comments today. Studying alone through the computer, through YouTube, and being a model for your son. Really good, Gabby. Wow, there's so many comments. You guys have a lot to say about education. I think tonight it's certainly the longest comments, and yeah, that's amazing to see. So yeah, but the college is one of my colleges in the university. We have many universities. So what is the difference? What do you mean about college? Yeah, I kind of explain it. Yeah, in a university, there can be colleges, and those can be a little different. Grace, yes, I went to college and also university. I'm studying online university. We call it Lifelong Education Center. Yes, good for you, Grace. Never stop studying. I wish I could still be studying now. But instead of studying now, I really want to be studying now. Instead of studying now, I'm doing live streams for you guys. So I'm sacrificing studying to teach. Cassio, I really started studying English there almost 12 months ago. 1 year. Just say 1 year. I also studied by myself, but this month I started an English course to improve my grammar skills. Okay, Cassio, is that in a classroom or online? Sanderson, yes, studied computer science and music. Computer science and music. That's a strange combination. So you make computer game music? Oh, Ghana is an English-speaking country. All right, and Guinea, where I come from, is French-speaking. Yeah, sorry, Diallo. I haven't been to Africa yet, and I will go there one day soon. So I'm sorry I didn't know about Ghana, but thank you for telling me Ghana is an English-speaking country, because I feel comfortable in English-speaking countries. Carrie Page, yeah, I went to university in Korea, but my tuition was very expensive for me, and professors suck. You can't say, because professors is they suck. And I don't like my major, so I transferred to Open University because its tuition is quite cheap. How much is your tuition for one semester, Carrie? How about everyone? How much is the tuition for one semester? I'll put that here. And if you can, US dollars. Just so I can hear about different countries, the tuition. UK Android, besides achieving your 4,000 hours of videos, your live streaming is a service to global. Okay, thank you, UK. UK Android, when I achieve 4,000 hours, nothing might change. I don't monetize. We'll see when I get there. Atika, welcome. All right, I'm gonna put up the Last question there. Question 4. Do you have a plan to study abroad? Or maybe you've already studied abroad. Let us know. I'm still going to go through the questions here. And I'm about 7 minutes behind. Grace, what do you think about learning second language? What age is the best to start another language? Grace, Koreans think that learning 2 languages too young is confusing a baby or toddler or whatever. No. Learning 2 languages is... Grace, most people in the world are probably bilingual. So Grace, learning two languages at the same time, no problem. Koreans should teach Korean and English same time to their babies. That's my opinion. Because most of the world is bilingual. Tika, yes, I'm studying online and open. Yeah. Tika, I'm not going to remember the details of everyone. I'll try to remember your life. Just keep reminding me if I forgot. I'll get it. Remember, Tika, I have hundreds of conversations every day. It's hard to remember everyone. Samar, now female and males have the same right to education, to educate themselves. But maybe in some poor villages they teach girls until high school, then maybe they get married. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's not good, Samar. Bad sources. I mean, country is hiring unqualified people to teach us English, let alone they can't speak English even from the book. Their pronunciation is completely wrong. You're trying to use let alone again, Ziad, and it's a little awkward. It's getting better, but it's still a little awkward with the grammar. I can't fix that right now, Ziad, but good for trying. Cassio studied business. Samar studied law, Islamic studies. So Samar, you're a lawyer. Grace, studying about language. There are many theses about what age is good for learning second language, how different way to teach are good depends on learner's age. Young. As young as you can start teaching is the best time to teach. UK Android. Is it possible for a non-native person to cross the English level of a native speaker? That's a really, really interesting question, UK Android. Wow. You're getting me to think about something I haven't thought about before. That's a really interesting question. You should have a question mark. Is it possible for a non-native person to cross the English level of a native speaker? And the answer is yes. In many ways, yes, but in some ways, no. So the ways that are no, I would say, are cultural references. Every language has cultural references. And I think native speakers master the cultural references more than non-native speakers. But when you're just talking about fluency, now, you don't have to be a native speaker, but you can be fluent in a language. I think it's very possible that non-native speakers can become more fluent than native speakers. Now, remember, I don't consider accent part of fluency. So I don't even care about accent, but being fluent in English, yep. Smart user, I have a suggestion, Mr. Robin. Could you manage to take tests from us about any particular topic being discussed during live stream? What do you mean, smart user? Can you go into detail? I'm not sure. And you forgot a question mark too. So yeah, what's the difference between college and faculty? Well, faculty is usually teachers. But also we call like faculty of medicine. I think in that case, the use of college and faculty would be similar. I'm not sure, Ziad, about that. Oh, Gabby got married. You had to leave my town. Contadora? I don't know what that is in English. I can't help you, Gabby. Yeah, Lugano is very good. The people are really kind and friendly. But you said they don't spend much on, they don't spend many resources on education. My case, 2,000 lei per year. Well, how much is that in American dollars? Checking that. So 2,000 lei in American dollars. $475. So that was per semester, Florian. So that was the same as Korea. Because Korea's cheaper, $450. Hamza, the great education, I think, is in North Europe and America, Canada. Europe, America, Canada, East Asia, Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, China, they have good universities too. Probably every country, they have one main university that's probably very good, very popular. All right, Samar. For question 4, I hope to study for masters abroad, but I think it'll be expensive for me. Yeah, it depends where you go, Samar. Europe is cheap, but if you want to go to North America, Asia, East Asia, like Korea, China, Japan, they can be cheap, but you got to speak the language of the country. All right, Carrie Page, haha, so sad. Why are you in Korea? I think Carrie left. Carrie only comes for like 10 minutes and then she leaves. Because I'm always talking to Carrie, but she seems to leave. I wonder if she answered. No, she didn't answer. She left. Cassio, there are 26 people online right now, but only 9 people like the video. Let's go, people. Click the like. Yep. Thank you, Cassio. Like. Hamza, started 21, now 23. Tika, I want to study abroad, but I don't have much money. Everyone wants to study abroad, I think. UK Android, what's your formal qualification or degree? Also mentioned subjects you studied in college or university. Oh, this is an interview with UK Android. Yeah, I went to university and studied English. I think most of you know that. At the university level, I was 4 years English, studying English literature. And then after that, I came to Korea, right after. But then I also studied a Master's of Education and a Master's of Asian Studies. And I studied a lot of teaching certificates, all the teaching certificates. Jihan, I do have a plan to study abroad. That's why English is so important to me. And then back to my country, develop my country in education. Well, let me know about your plan, Jihan, and maybe I can help. So sad. Grace is so sad. I am too old. Ha, 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 ha. 'Cause I want to study another language too in the near future. Spanish or French. That's what I recommend. Casio, I plan to go to Canada. But first I have to save some money for that. That's the problem. Canada is expensive. If I go to Canada, I gotta save money. It's expensive. Casio. Oh, Tal and Gabby. Accountant. Cantadora. Accountant. Florin, I don't have a plan to study abroad. I thought you were going to London or England, Florin. Omani, hello. Korea abroad? You're coming to Korea to study Korean, Florin? What country do you recommend to study abroad? Germany. I think they give free tuition. Or, Europe has some pretty good deals. Free tuition. Sometimes they pay you to get into the schools, to go to school. So if I was in an underdeveloped country, I would look to European universities first. If I don't have money, Canada and the US is almost impossible because it's too expensive. Asia, East Asia is a good middle option. If you can get to Korea to study, if Nari's here, she works at the university. Universities offer a lot of good, cheap programs, and some programs have scholarships. But you have to speak Korean if you come here. But Korea's good. Subracha Sarkar, thank you. Moonaim Kamel, thank you. Lewis, hi. Oh, we got so many people coming now. Better late than ever. Samara, I'm trying to travel to Turkey. Do they have a good education there? That's interesting because people from Turkey, do they join WhatsApp? Because I can't remember any WhatsApp member from Turkey. That's odd because I don't remember anyone I know from Turkey. So, but I don't know about the travel to Turkey. I traveled to Istanbul, and when I travel to another country, because I work at a university, I like to visit local universities. So when I traveled to Turkey, Istanbul, I went to the university and I was just gonna go walk around on campus, take a look, get the feeling. No, at the front of the university, there's the guards with the guns, and they're not letting me into the university. So the university is a protected area with guards with guns. I was very surprised. And when I was in Dhaka in Bangladesh, I could walk around the university there, no problem. No guards, no guns. Lewis, yeah, I'd like to study in an English-speaking country. Ziad, French, German. Wow, Ziad, why are you learning so many languages? Grace, everybody come to Korea to study. Let's meet together. We can make a big meeting with Robin. Be careful what you ask for, Grace. But certainly, if anyone makes it to Korea, I would certainly help you. If you can get here, I will do what I can to help you. Oh, Omani just quickly answers the question. I don't know. Okay. I'm starting to study for a long time, but really start before a year. So last year, and no. Okay, thank you for your answers, Omani. Florin, I want to be able to speak Korean. Why do you want to be able to speak Korean, Florin? Well, you're welcome to come to South Korea, Florin. But I'm going to tell you a secret, Florin. You don't need to speak Korean in Korea. Everyone knows a little bit of English. UK Android, there's a huge discrimination in tuition fee in developed countries. Yes, they charge overseas students more than locals. Yet, probably double. The tuition is probably double or more. Please ask them to end this cruelty. Yeah. No, UK Android, they make a lot of money because they charge high tuition, but still people pay. And remember, university is a business. Business first. So I can't, it's bad, but I can't change that. Sorry. Lewis, are online platforms that offer free tuition and a certificate by an extra fee really good option? There was a free university. What was it called? Oh, the University of People. Have you guys heard of that? University of the People. This is a free university, and I joined that. I was studying some course there maybe 5 years ago. So it's a free university. So tuition is based on what you can pay. So I think I paid $100 a semester. But if you could prove that you don't have money, it's free. And you could get a 4-year degree there. Maybe you can get a master's there. It's an option to get an education. It's free, but it's hard. It was really, really hard, the courses there. It's a good education. And there's also MOOCs. You guys know MOOCs? Those are the massive online, well, I don't know. Massive open online courses like from edX or Coursera. I've done a lot of MOOCs. I've got a lot of certificates through MOOCs. I've done about 10 MOOCs. I'm going to go back to big screen here. Oh, we're at 164 now. Thank you, new people. Will online education ever get to substitute traditional education? Yes, one day everything will be online. I'm convinced everything will be online. 6 months ago, let's see. 5 months ago, just 5 months ago, I would never imagine, I could never imagine that I would be doing live streams every night. Just 5 months ago, I couldn't imagine this situation. And then 4 months ago, I had the idea and I just started. But 5 months ago, I couldn't even imagine doing live streams. I never thought of that. So, you know, And I thought, oh, that's great. I can do live streams and communicate with students every day, every night, and help them. And so in the future, I think more and more people will get into online. In developed countries, online will take over more and more. Car, what are you answering? 6 members in community group. For our Turkey, maybe. Okay. It's good evening in Korea here, Francisco. About 3 minutes behind. So yeah, I want to speak 3 languages plus my mother tongue language, Arabic. So English, French, German, and Arabic. 4 languages. Just hobby? Francisco, thank you for teaching us every day. Thank you, Francisco. Is this the good time for the commercial? Thank you, everyone. This channel does not make money from advertisement. It only makes money from your support, and I still need more support. I do not make any money from this. And if you do help with donations, that goes towards the other teachers. Because I do this for free, but other teachers do not. So please consider buying us a coffee or dinner. And of course, you can help my channel in other ways too. But I am helping you, so please try to help me. Commercial finished. Grace, what certificates do you have? Oh, I got too many. I got 2 TESOLs, CELTA, and the MOOCs. Teaching, all about teaching. So yeah, now I'm old to study abroad with young people, so I have to learn everything myself. I understand, Ziad. Ruthu, coming in. How can I improve my listening skills? Listening is a skill. You have to listen every day. Listen to English. Celta. Not Belta. All right, I'm gonna. What's the time now? 57, almost an hour. We're gonna switch to the English Q&A. So if you have any English questions, now is the time. If you still want to talk about education, that's fine. But I'll start answering any other English questions. So Florin rather's online than traditional way. I prefer in class. I don't like online. Although I teach online, I like to go to the classroom. I like to talk to the professors directly. Munaim Kamel, education system does not offer enough hours to learn English in my country. I understand. Mr. Shah, why don't you act in a movie? I think you could be a good actor. Oh, UK Android, I disagree with that. I have done some acting in university because I was an English major. I studied a lot of Shakespeare, and at that time I was in some Shakespeare plays. And then, of course, for YouTube, I have other YouTube friends that sometimes I act in their videos. But, you know, I'm not really an actor. Not my thing. Lewis, that means in the future, recruiters will be more willing to accept online certifications when hiring people. I don't know, Lewis. I don't know. I don't know the correct answer for that view, that opinion about online certifications. Samar, when I hear you, I can understand everything you say because I'm an English teacher. I've been talking to students for 20 years, so I know how to talk to you so you understand everything I say. But when you hear movies or songs, yeah, that's more difficult. So, Samar and everyone here, you're listening to me every night or 1 or 2 times a week. That's really great for your listening. But it's not enough. You got to listen to other sources, other native speakers. You got to listen to men. You got to listen to women. You got to listen to old people. You got to listen to children. You got to have a variety of listening sources and different accents. I am not enough, but I'm a good start. Lewis, how many students would be better to have in a single class? 1. That's the optimum number, 1-on-1. Next is 2. Next is 3. The lower the class, for language learning, the lower the class, the better. The lower the students in the class, the better. Ziad, Mr. Shaw, call me Robin, Ziad. I told you before how can I understand English songs. You know I can't understand all the songs yesterday. I found a good way to understand everything in the song by relaxing and to imagine. If that works for you, keep doing it. Subrata Sarkar. Robin, I need your help. How can I join your WhatsApp group with my new mobile number? I have lost all the links are in the description of every video. I can't see my description right now, so I can't help you. But if you go to any video, there's a WhatsApp link. You can just click that. All right, Grace has an English question. I may not marry. I might not marry. I might not get married. Maybe I will not marry. I think I won't marry. Okay, you should not... I think I don't... No, I think I won't marry. I think I don't marry. I don't think I will marry. Are all those the same or different nuance? Well, of course, if the words are not exactly the same, the nuance will be slightly different. But I think for the most part, they're going to mean the same thing. You got the information apart, or you got the information across to whoever you're telling them. They're going to know clearly that you're not going to get married. But the nuance is there. For example, the first statement, I may not marry. And the last statement, I don't think I'll marry. That's a difficult question. Yeah, they're a little bit different, but they mean the same thing. The meaning is so close, I don't even think the nuance is worth talking about, Grace. So I'm going to move on. Hamza, Shakespeare novel. Now, Hamza, good for you trying to spell Shakespeare, but I have never seen Shakespeare spelled like that. But that's very cute. You tried to write Shakespeare, and I can understand you tried to write Shakespeare, but that spelling is a little wrong. Yeah, you guys don't study Shakespeare. You guys don't touch Shakespeare. That's too difficult for native speakers. That's too difficult. I never recommend Shakespeare for anyone studying English. Hi, Wayne. Lewis, I like ideas. Online archive of accents. What is ideas? Oh, it's a website. International Dialects of English Archive. Interesting.
This recording, Bangladesh 1.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to just put the link here. That seems like an interesting resource. Thanks for sharing that. You can listen to different dialects and accents around the world. Awesome resource. Thanks, Lewis. UK Android. I think online or distant learning is more useful for adults or teenagers as compared to junior kids at primary level. Do you disagree, Mr. Shaw? Where's your question mark? UK Android, you have to get your question mark there. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You're right. Lewis, I think the best modulated accent I've heard is Utah's. Utah? I hate Utah. I don't hate Utah, but I talked to people from Utah and their accent was a little strange to me. I'm checking it on your website. Mail.
This recording, Utah 1, is copyright the...
I've been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the territory, so she was very happy to start a new job at a superb private practice.
That's a cool site, man. You can check every state in the United States and Canada. All right, I can't play with that now. Anyway, check out that dialects archive. And you can hear different dialects around the world. Hannah. Hello, Robin. Hello, Hannah. Yesterday I learned some language and I had these translations in English. He is never sad. I never drink beer. I want to know how I can know that never must be used before or after a verb. It's before the verb. You have two examples here. The be verb is before, but if you have a regular verb, not be verb, and never drink beer is more of a... Well, my mind is getting cloudy. It's more of a command statement. Never drink beer, but you could say, I never drink beer. Actually, sad is an adjective. So before the adjective, if you have an adjective, I don't know, I need more example sentences. I've been on for over an hour, so as most of you know, by this time my mind starts to get a little cloudy. So, sorry, Hannah, quickly. After the be verb, never. Before other verbs, put never. If you got more examples, let me know, because I can't think of examples right now. Shake the spear. I am looking for my video. So I think you guys know that whenever I get a question and I've already made a video on it, I'm going to put the video. So Maruthu, I did teach suck in a video. There's the link to the video. Pak Yung Hyuk, hello. Lewis, I think Hollywood movies translations from English to Spanish always lose the connotations that differ. Yeah, translation doesn't work. No translation is 100%. It is impossible to get 100% translation. Asen Sherdell. I'm late. You're not late, Asen. Okay, I'm all caught up. Any final questions? If not, I'm going to finish up in the next minute or two. Hannah, I only had 2 examples and I made screenshots because I was afraid that I can forget them, so I have only 2 sentences. Okay, well, I have time now, Hannah, to check. Well, I'm going to throw some sentences here. Oh. Let's see. I'm never in trouble. So never is after the be verb. But if we have another main verb, I never eat seafood. So there's no be verb. We just have the main verb is eat. I never eat seafood. Let's see, anywhere else we use never. Never, well, yeah, I think that's the rule, Hannah, from what I can gather right now. I have never been there. Yeah, never been. Been is your verb there. I've never been, and you want to put to Canada. I've never been to Canada before. Louis, they say German is a good language to learn if you want to get first-hand information about the latest tech advances. Do you think so? No, English. Lewis, English is the language of academics. So all research, people doing research in Germany and Brazil and Canada, the professors, they want to publish their research, and it's usually published in English research journals. So I would suggest English is the language of all information, academic information, all the latest new discoveries. I would argue English. Another person might argue something else, but I'm going to say English. English. Akib. Hi, Mr. Shah. How are you? I'm okay. You're looking smart in a beard. Well, when this hits 2,000, maybe I shave. UK Android, do you allow witty comments or questions just for light humor? Whatever you want to say, UK Android. Thank you for your question mark. You're improving. English is the best. That's the name of your book, Florin. Write your book. There's your title. English is the best. Hannah, native language is the best. You're in the wrong live stream, Hannah. Oh, let's talk about let alone. The let alone expression. I'm going to get some more examples because some of you are using let alone. We talked about it last night, let alone. And that's a difficult expression to use. Let's look at this sentence. So I can't remember the title of the book. So the first part of the sentence, I can't remember. It's negative. I can't remember the title, let alone the details of the story. So you're saying something negative. I can't do this, let alone I can't do this. So the let alone will mean also even this. So so the let alone has a sense. It doesn't mean even, it doesn't mean also, but it has a sense even and also this. I got another example. That's not it. Oops. And it's very advanced, guys. You're not going to master that tonight. It takes a long time to master this expression. All right. So here's another example. It's using can't also. I can't change the oil in my car, let alone tune the engine. So you can't do them both. Let's see if I can get another example without using can't. All right, I got another example. Oh, it uses can't. They all use can't. So maybe, oh no, they don't always. Sorry guys, I'm just looking for, I know it's, you guys are falling asleep, I'm not talking. All right, I have one that's not using can't. I wouldn't work with my mom, let alone my whole family. All right, Grace, I can't remember what we were talking when we first met. When we met first, let alone your face. Yeah, you could say that. Not unless. It's not unless, Hamza. So yeah, I can't speak French fluently, let alone read French. Hannah, before 3 years old, I didn't say any word because I have 2 native languages. 4 years old girls started read. When I had 5 years of age, I went to the stores alone without parents, so always believe yourself. And Hannah, you are great at English. Thank you for sharing. Idhama Sarah, I want to prepare my exam, so please let alone me. No, you're confused. Let alone is, you're confusing with leave me alone. Let alone is a different kind of expression, very advanced English expression. It's not the same as leave me alone. It's a special phrase. Grace, I don't have time to study English, let alone sleep. Yep. I can't afford wine, let alone champagne. All right, you retracted that. That was a good example sentence, Hamza. Lewis, what foreign accents sound the most pleasant to Canadian ears? Well, I don't represent Canadians. I just represent myself. And I like to hear German, French, Spanish. the language is close to English, and there's some languages I don't like to listen to. I'm not gonna say it here because I don't want to make people upset. But the languages close to English, based on Latin, I really like those sounds. Hamza, they would barely hold open a window, let alone a door. Yes. Let alone a kind of conjunction. Kind of. UK Android, Mr. Shah, are you married? No. I'm not married. I live alone. I speak the most alone. And there's no... My life is an open book. There's a good expression, guys. You're still learning now. So this is an idiom. Oh, I didn't mean I life. My life is an open book. What does that mean? What does that mean? My life is an open book. That's a common idiom. What would that mean? No, Grace. You can't use the it's funny, but there is no opposite expression. So it would kind of mean I have no secrets. All my information is public. So nothing is private. My life is an open book. Everybody knows my age, my life, stuff like that. I have nothing private. Ziad's life is an open book. Grace, really? Grace, you're dangerous. Well, Grace and Hannah, I do have a few secrets that I don't want to give publicly because there's lots of bad people, so I got to protect some of my life, but I'm not married. Lewis, can I ever get to know if a term or expression or a phrasal verb is really in use currently? Well, if you hear it, Lewis, it's in use. If you read it, it's in use. If it's Lewis, you shouldn't be looking at English grammar books or textbooks. I think, Lewis, you're at a high level. So if you hear it or read it, it's still in use. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up now. I'll see you tomorrow for the game. Tomorrow's game is listening. It's a listening game. I'm not going to give you too much information, so come out, check the games. And then Sunday is grammar. And then next week, I think this schedule is going to change. And I think this might be the last time we do topic discussion. Friday, I think this is the last time we do topic discussion. So I will have a new kind of program for next Friday. Something probably, I have a few ideas. I'll test them out. After live stream, do you feel a sore throat? No, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm healthy. Ziad's going to win the game tomorrow. You have good listening, Ziad? Because tomorrow I'm going to speak very fast. Oh, we got a new thank you, new subscriber. Hannah, I don't like to show my private life. So that private is an adjective, so we need a noun. I don't like to show my private life to my friends, let alone other people. Oh, everyone look at Hannah's expression. Oh, this is a good one. And it's a good one because I'm excited about Hannah's expression. I'm going to change your expression. Give me a second here. This will help you understand, let alone. All right. So the original Hannah's, I don't like to show my private life to my, oh, I copied her mistake. Wait, I got to fix her mistake. Here, okay. There. I don't like to show my private life to other people, let alone my friends. Now, I switched. She talked about friends first, other people second. But that's wrong. I switched it to other people first, friends second. Why did I do that? And this is important to understanding let alone. Any guesses? Why did I switch that? When I improved her sentence. We're going to be here all night, so get comfortable. So how can I explain? So let's change it into math. A statement, let alone B. This is your comment, or I'm sorry I'm teaching this terribly. If I had more time to prepare, I would choose better words. Anyway, this statement is stronger. So so what I mean by stronger is if I said I don't talk about my private life to strangers, we can understand that. Yeah, okay, I can understand that. If I said I don't like to talk about my private life to my family, wow, that's a more shocking, powerful statement. So we want to put that more powerful, shocking statement here, not here. So let's see if I can grab another example. I think Grace had another one up here. I'm going to copy Grace's earlier. She said, I don't have time to study, let alone sleep. So I don't have time to study. We can understand that. I don't have time to sleep. Wow. freekidsbooks.org. I'm going to check that UK Android. What else do you got? Website's a little slow. Website's a little slow on that. I can't check that right now. freekidsbooks.org. I'll have to check that. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a good resource. It's free? It's called Free Kids Books. You have to sign in. Anyway, I'll check that later, UK Android. Thanks for sharing. Fenny, yeah. Well, let alone is important, Fenny. Everything's important. All right, Akib Khan, we haven't decided where we're going yet, let alone book the tickets. We haven't decided. We haven't booked. Akib Khan, I would maybe switch that. Because the stronger statement might be, I don't know, that one's a difficult one. But I think both ways could work at Akib Khan. Oh, Grace, I don't have time to doing. You can't use to doing. You have to say to do. We're doing my homework, let alone eating. Yeah, that's right. But I have time to watch Robin's live stream. Like. Wow, Hannah's getting... Did someone hurt you, Hannah? I don't like a lie, let alone betraying. You don't need the. Just betraying. Lewis, that's a topic for another time. All right, thank you, UK Android. The only problem I have about the free kids books is it's a little bit difficult to use the website for me. Okay, I got it. So guys, yeah. Good. Yeah, good. Thank you. I'm gonna share that. Thank you for that resource. You guys gave me a lot of good resources tonight to share and help other students. Thanks a lot, guys. Because this can help other people, right? All right, thank you, Ziad. All right, thank you, guys. I'm going to log off now. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.